Okay, this is some ramblings regarding my own experiences with certain video type of editing tools that I thought I'd share. I also want to try out this new screen recorder capability and see how well that works. So, first of all, when I got my GoPro camera, the one thing I did 4 or 5 years ago was I downloaded the GoPro Studio, free software for editing. I actually had a lot of really good capabilities, the ability to import lots of different files, to be able to easily view those files, and then to begin editing them. And one of the editing features that was kind of handy was they had a variety of templates that you could use to do quick little movies. This one, for example, says it's only 2 minutes long, has 41 cuts in it. So if you create 41 little video cuts that you can throw into this template, you've got a quick, easy way of being able to create a video with music. They've already got some canned music already as part of this as well. But a great way to do it, or you can just use a blank template, of course, as well. This has been was a really useful tool. Most of the things I did were blank template, but as a quick example of one of the quick videos that I did, here's the one I did from a ride that we did going back, a long time ago, 15 years ago. But this is, again, I just picked some video clips, threw it into the little slots, if you will, within the template, and it had its own canned music, it had its own predefined video length, and it had its own background music already, so everything's already there. John Boy. So that worked out really well in terms of one of the tools available. But GoPro Studio is no longer supported, and that's a problem. And I realized that about a year ago, and started looking for various alternatives beyond that. But again, it had some really good capabilities and things I learned about video editing on. For example, adding videos, for example, here's that area for that purpose, adding in texting to overlay on the video titles, photographs, music. You could add music in here, you could do your own microphone narrations. Very, very powerful little tool. But again, too clunky now, not well supported, so might as well skip that. I thought GoPro Quick would be an alternative to it, and I've downloaded it and tried to use it on the PC. I've not had any success with it, but I have seen people who've had success with it on the using on the mobile platforms. For example, here's a video talking about GoPro Quick video editing on the iPhone, and this is a really good example of this guy who's done a lot of work, Jake Rich, in video editing using iPhones, and again using a lot of canned templates as a starting point. At least gets you into the groove of what it means to put some of these videos together. They've done the hard work for you, and then later on you can decide whether that's good enough or whether you want to do a little more customization out of it over time. So that would be some other examples there. The other one that comes with the Windows PCs is Movie Maker. Movie Maker is a good tool to practice on as well. Similar to the GoPro Studio, gives you a chance to add videos and do a variety of animations. For example, here's a transition that when you play your video, you can transition your video using some animations or fade in, fade out kind of stuff. Let's see what other kind of fun stuff we got here. Those are the only ones that I've been using at the moment. But here's some visual effects if you want to put some color associated with your video, make it look kind of distorted in that respect, or sepia type. And then there's a variety of editing tools, of course, for fading in your music, whether you want the narrator volume to be higher than the other. And of course, once you've got your whole video in here, you can add multiple videos, you can add still shots, you can trim them if your video is too long. You can come in here and do trimming to be able to cut down, split the video, break it up into multiple pieces. So it's a fairly good capability. And at the end of the day, you can save or you can publish your movie for different platforms. Basically, this is just telling you the file size and whether it's an MP4 type of video format. or you can just simply save the movie and do your own customized kind of settings, creating custom settings for different kinds of video settings, different kinds of frame rates, the bit rate for volume, the quality of the sound, the quality of the video. You can control that, ultimately looking at the file size you're creating here. So it kind of sets that all up for you. So Movie Maker is, again, the Windows standard kind of thing. Again, a good tool to learn on and make some basic movies that you can utilize and to be able to post online and share with others as well. Movie Maker, I've done quite a few videos in that as well, but it got a little clunky for me. It didn't have all the features and bells and whistles that I like to have. What I ended up doing was buying this from a company called Cyberlink. It's called PowerDirector. It cost me about $80. But PowerDirector was probably the most powerful video editing platform I could find for a decent price. It had a variety of good tools, editing tools, audio tools, etc. And I've made only 1 or 2 videos so far with it, but so far I really like it. It takes a little getting. The problem is taking the time to learn how these things work. And once you do, it's great, but man, I can spend hours trying to figure out all the features and how they fit together to be able to create this movie. But PowerDirector does a pretty good job of that. So again, you can spend money. You can easily spend $100 or more and start buying video editing software. I found this PowerDirector to be very powerful, and I've made a couple so far, and I'm looking forward to spending more time on it. One of the bonus features that it provided was this thing called a screen recorder, and there are several others, but this is nice because everything I'm showing you on this video is being recorded on this little screen recorder platform, and allows me to be able to video, audio, everything on the PC screen itself, and then to be able to save that and to be able to show it to you in a video format. I think, again, start playing with some of these. There's more out there. Look at reviews. Start maybe either on the phone or on a PC or Mac kind of environment with some simple things that allow you to become accustomed to it. I think when it comes to the GoPro cameras, I think the ones that have the screen on the back are particularly helpful because you don't have to sort of think about and remember all the settings on the front of the camera or look at the little bitty screens. They've got a nice little color screen on the back. That's been useful. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention. My daughter just recently, for Christmas, got this camera, the Osmo Pocket, made by DJI. Oh my gosh, what an amazing camera. It's got a little gimbaled camera on here for being able to provide you with image stability. This screen on the left, for example, you can run with it. It automatically stabilizes your image as you're running. Amazing capabilities in a little device. It's a $350 camera. They also have active tracking, which allows you to be able to track on particular devices, and the camera will automatically move to capture them. Panorama, motion lapse, all kinds of capability in a little $350 camera. So this is another one that from a camera perspective, as opposed to the GoPro, is pretty unique and pretty powerful in terms of its capability. Again, it also has a little screen here, or an option to connect it to your phone to use a bigger screen for editing and control of the camera as well. Okay, I think that'll do me for the moment. I will leave it with you.